Domain and range of a function. Domain means all possible values of x that can be used, and range means all possible values of y. Okay, so let us do some examples related to the domain and range of the function. For example, I have a question for each of the following functions. The domain is x is minus 3, 0, 1, 7. List the values in the range. Okay, so this is the very basic method to find the domain and range of a function, right? So you have the linear function, quadratic function, exponential function, and a reciprocal function. 4 different types of function. The domain is given. Domain are the all possible values of x that can be used, and range are the possible values of y, or the outputs, right? Inputs are the domains and outputs are the range, right? Now let me start with part A. You have the function f of x, right? So f of x is equals to 9 minus 2x. This is your function f of x. Now we have given the domain of this function is, domain of the function is given to us. Its domain is minus 3, 0, 1, and 7. Now we need to figure out what is its range. What are the outputs at minus 3, 0, 1, and 7? Okay, now function value at minus 3, function value at 0, function value at 1, and the function value at 7, right? Those are the range, right? So 9 minus 2 into minus 3, 9 minus 2 into 0, 9 minus 2 into 1, and 9 minus 2 into 7. So here we have 9 minus 2 times minus 3 is plus 2 times 3 is 6. You have 9 minus 0. You have 9 minus 2. And here we have 9 minus 2 times 7 is 14. Okay. In 9, when you add 6, this is 15. 9 minus 0 is 9. From 9 take away 2 is 7. And from 9 take away 14, this is negative 5. Okay, so these are the outputs. You can see you give the inputs and you will get the output. This is a function because every input has a unique output, right? So now we can easily write down the range of this function. So the range for the first function is, you can see 15 is the range, 9, 7, and minus 5. So keep it in mind that you have to write in the same order. When you input minus 3, you have to write down minus 3 output at first, then 0 output second, 1 output at the third position, and the output of number 7 at the fourth position, right? So this is how you have to write down the range for this function. Let me do for part B. We have the function f of x is equals to 2x square minus x. It is a quadratic function. The domain of this function is given to us. The domain is minus 3, 0, 1, and 7. These are the possible values of x which we have to input, right? Now we need to solve for the range. So the range is function value at minus 3, f of 0, f of 1, and the last one is f of 7. Okay, let me solve that. Okay, so 2 into minus 3 whole square and minus 3, 2 into 0 square minus 0, 2 into 1 square minus 1, 2 into 7 square minus 7. Okay, let me simplify. 3 square is 9 and minus 3 square is also 9, and 2 times 9 is 18. 18 minus 3, and here 0 square is 0, and 0 times 2 is also 0. We have 0 minus 0, and here 1 square is 1. 2 times 1 is 2 minus 1, and here 7 square is 49. And what is 49 times 2? Okay, 49 times by 2 is 98. 98 minus 7. So the outputs are, from 18 take away 3 is 15, 0 minus 0 is 0, 2 minus 1 is 1, and from 98 take away 7 is 91. So what are the range for this function. So we can say for this quadratic function, the range or the outputs are 15, 0, 1, and 91. So this is the range, right? Okay, now let me do part C, 2 to the power x. Okay, now for part C, we have the function f of x is 2 to the power x, and the domain of this function is given to us, which is -3, 0, 1, and 7. This is the domain or the inputs, right? Now we need to figure out the range like we did in part A and B. So the outputs -3 at 0, at 1, and at number 7. Okay. So 2 to the power -3, 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, and 2 to the power 7. Okay, let me solve this. All right, let me solve 2 to the power -3 is 1 by 8. 2 to the power 0, anything to the power 0 is 1, 2 to the power 1 is 2, and what is 2 to the power 7? 2 power 7 is 128. So this is the range. So we can say the range of that exponential function is 1 by 8, 1, 2, and 128. Okay. Now the last part D is left. You have the reciprocal function 32 over x plus 1. Part D, f of x is 32 over x plus 1. Okay, again the domain for this function is given to us, which is -3, 0, 1, and 7. We need to find out the range of this function, right? Okay, now we need to solve the function value at -3, function value at 0, function value at 1, and the function value at 7. Okay, let me solve it. Okay, this is 32 divides -3 plus 1. 32 divides 0 plus 1. 32 divides 1 plus 1, and we have 32 divides 7 plus 1. So this is 32 over -2, 32 over 1, and this is 32 over 2, and this is 32 over 8. Okay, let me solve this. What is 32 divides -2? -16. This is the first output. 32 divided by 1 is also 32. Okay, 32 divides 2 and divides 8. 32 divides 2, we have already done, it's positive 16, and 32 divided by 8, 4. Okay, now we can easily figure out what is the range of this function. So the range of this function is -16, 32, 16, and 4. These are the outputs. When you give some input, you will get some output. So this is the very simple way to figure out the domain and range of the function. When you have given the domain, how do you figure out the range of the function? Now let's do one example. When you have given the range of the function, how do you figure out the domains of those functions? Now another example, for each of the following functions, the range of the function is given to us. List the values in the domain. Linear function, reciprocal function, and this is a reciprocal function. Okay, now let me start with part A. When you have a linear function f of x, which is equals to x plus 5. Now we have given the range of this function. The range of this function is -2, 5, and 14. We need to figure out the domain, means these are the outputs. We need to figure out what are the input, what we give, which input we give to this function to get -2, 5, and 14. Okay. Now it means the outputs is -2. It means the function value is -2 at what value of x? The function value is 5 at what value of x? and the function value is 14 at what value of x? It means we need to put f of x equals to -2, 5 and 14 and solve for x. So this is -2 minus 5 gives you x, -7 is your first domain, 5 and shift the 5 on the other side gives you x, 0 is your second domain, and 14 shift the 5 on the other side equals to x, which is 11 is your third domain. With the help of all these three, we come to know that the domain of this function is -7, 0 and 11. When you give the input of -7, 0 and 11, you will get these outputs, right? Before you have given the domains and you need to find the range. Now you have given the ranges of the function, you need to figure out the domains of those functions, right? Okay, now let me practice the second part, part B. Let me solve it. 7 minus 2x is the function. F of x is equals to 7 minus 2x. Again, let me show you. The range of this function is given. The range is -2, 5 and 14. This range is given. How do we solve for the domain of this function? It means the range, the output, this is the output. F of x is given, solving for x. When f of x is -2, you can put this equals and solve for x. When f of x is 5, you have to solve for x. And when f of x is 14, you have to solve for x. Just that simple, you have to do it. Okay, so -2 and shift the 7 on the other side becomes -2x, and -7 and -2 is -9 is -2x, and 9 divided by 2 is your x, the first domain. We have 5 and shift the 7 on the other side is -2x. This is -2 equals to -2x. Now you can cancel negative sign with negative, 2 with 2, and you will get 1 is your x. 14 and shift the 7 on the other side is -2x. 14 minus 7 is 7 equals to -2x, and from 7 divides -2 is your x. These are your domains. Okay. Now how do we write the domain of the second function? We can say the domain of this function is 9 by 2, 1 and -7 by 2. These are the domains, the inputs of the function, and the rest are the outputs. These are the outputs which we have given in the question, right? Okay, now let me move to part C. We have given the function f of x. What function is it? It's a reciprocal function, 60 over x plus 1. Okay, so we have 60 over x plus 1, and again the range of that function is given to us. The range is -2, 5 and 14. Okay, -2, 5 and 14. The range of the function is given, right? We need to solve for the domain. So again, what the range is the output, right? The resulting value means f of x is the output. The output is given. When output is 2, what is your x? 60 over x plus 1. When the output is 5, what is your x? Put this equals to your function. And when the output is 14, you have to solve for x, 60 over x plus 1. All right, let me solve for x. Cross multiply, we need to shift x plus 1 over here and 60 over -2. Okay, you have x plus 1, and here you can say 2 times 3 is 6 and 0 and minus sign. So x should be equals to -30 minus 1. So x is -31. This is the first domain when x range is -2. Again, switch the positions. X plus 1 would be equals to 60 over 5, and x plus 1 is 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 2 is 10, or 5 times 12 is 60, and x is 12, take away 1, so x is equals to 11. And the third one is x plus 1 is equals to 60 over 14. Let me check this. 60 divides 14 is 30 over 7. So x plus 1 is 30 divided by 7. So x is equals to 30 divided by 7 and minus 1. So what is the domain? And take away 1. 23 over 7. This is 23 divided by 7. Now we need to solve for the domain of that function. We need to write them down. So the domain of that function is minus 31, 11, and 23 over 7. Okay. Now I hope you understand how to find the domain and range of the functions. When you have given the domains in the form of a set, you can easily figure out the ranges of those functions, and when you have given the range, how to solve for the domain, right? So this is again reciprocal function. Just one part I'm going to assign you as a practice. You have to practice this question and send me the three domains of, because we have three range, then the domains must be three, right? Because both are same in numbers, right? Okay, so now practice this question and send me the three values, the three numbers of domain in the comment section. And if you need any assistance in such types of domains, you can ask me in the comment section as well. And next video I will teach you how to find the domain and range of each function separately. Like in O levels and IGCSE mathematics, we have different functions like linear functions, quadratic functions, cubic functions, exponential functions, radical functions, reciprocal functions, inverse functions, and composite functions as well. So I will teach you separately how to find the domain and range of each functions in separate videos. Okay, thank you for watching. See you next time. Take care.